Hi, and welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a little DIY plumbing repair in the kitchen, in the drain underneath the kitchen sink. We had a leak. We had a part that failed, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do, show you what it is, show you how to fix it. It's super easy. It's DIY, I think. I think it's pretty simple to do yourself. I'm not a plumber, but I don't think this is very difficult. You'll judge for yourself, see what you think. If you think it's up to your abilities, you give it a shot. But let's take a look. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you exactly what we've got. Okay, so under here we had a leak, and right here this is the piece that goes in. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is remove the piece and see if you can figure out what went wrong. And in my case, this part cracked. This is what threads up onto the bottom of the sink. So it cracked, so I needed to replace this. Now, at first, I'm like, oh, that looks homemade. I'm never going to find this. This is terrible. What am I going to do, right? Don't despair. Unhook the piece that you need to replace, and, by loosening and whatever. Like in this case, this loosened up and this just slid out. This unloosened, and then here, this is from my dishwasher. It's just a pipe clamp with a screwdriver that goes on the end of that other piece. So you take this, take it to your Home Depot or your Lowe's, and show it to them. And I'm going to show you what I found at the Home Depot. Okay, so when I went to the Home Depot, I found this, which is this exact piece, but obviously a lot longer. But it's the same thing. It has the nut. I mean, this is what I needed, right? But obviously we have to cut this. So I'm going to show you how to do that using this. This is a tube cutter or a copper cutter, and I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to get things ready, turn the camera around. I got one more thing to get. I'm going to show you how to measure, how to do it, and then we'll go right into the install. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is you want to get your length measured out. So lay the original part next to the replacement. You're going to get something to mark with, and you want to just kind of mark this up to get it to be the exact length you need. We're going to go a little bit like right here. Right there. Make a little mark. Okay, I'm only using silver because that's the only marker I happen to have on me. Yeah, we can go right inside that. So now this tool, the way this works is there's a blade in here on this side, right there. See, this is a very sharp blade. And this is like a little pulley wheel that everything's going to roll around. So you loosen up this, loosen up pretty easy, so you can get the pipe in here. There you go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to line the blade up with the mark you've made and then tighten it back up. Obviously, I loosened this way too much. Now, what you want to do is you want to get it where it's holding it snug. Actually, that's not right. You want to get it, hang on. I'm going to show you in a minute. Let me just get it snug, and then I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. I will show you exactly what we need. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you want it in between these two wheels. There are two wheels here. Let's see if I can get, I don't know if you can see that, but these two wheels, you want it sitting nice. And then the blade is basically where our mark is. And then what you do is you tighten it, you spin this thing around like this, and then you tighten it a little bit more. You just do it little by little. Okay, so I've got it cut down to the size I need. I went a little bit longer so it sits down a little nice and further, which is fine. And now it's ready to be installed super easily, okay? So we're going to get back onto the sink and show you how. Okay, so we're going to make sure we've got plenty of light here, and we're going to get this thing going. So the first thing is I would like to thread this top part on, first. So you're going to get this here, and you're going to just thread this. Actually, one thing I don't want to forget is you should put on your threads pipe tape. That's the other thing you're going to need. This is just Teflon tape. It actually isn't really adhesive. I got to find the end of it. Here we go. It's just like plasticky. It's not adhesive at all. One thing you want to do is you want to wrap this in the direction you're going to thread it. Because if you do it the opposite way, when you thread it, you're going to loosen this. So all you do to put this on is you just put this on the threads, and you go around, you know, overlap one time, and just break it off. There you go. That will help with, so you don't get a leak. Okay, so now we're ready to do this. We're gonna push this up, and we're gonna thread this on here. You wanna make sure you don't cross thread it. Let me see if I can get in here easier. There's not a lot of room in here, and I'm trying to film and there we go. Okay, you want to keep this facing where you're going to need it, because we're going to need it here. We're going to need that on there in a minute, but so you want to tighten that up, and then this piece is even easier. What you do here is you make sure this is seated, and you just tighten this down, and it will hold that copper, the bottom of this in, like that. That's in there, right? And this one's on. And then what I'm going to do is grab the simple, just a pair of channel locks, and grip this just to give it a little bit of a, snug it up. You don't want to overdo this because you don't want to break stuff. You just want to snug it up. Just adjust it till you can get a grip. And give it a little tight. Oh, that's nice and tight. All right. And then I'm going to get my screwdriver, tighten up the pipe clamp. Hang on one second. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually loosen this a bit more because I want to make sure I get it all the way on, because this is going to be forcing water in here from the dishwasher. And I want to make sure it's really on good. And this feels a little wobbly. Yeah, that's not on. Pipe clamp, this should be tight, this should be tight. All right, and then I'll check it by running the sink and see if we get a leak. Let me turn this, actually, let's leave that on. Light, let's see if I get a leak. Just in case, I'll leave that there. So it looks like we're good. So there you have it. Pretty simple. We did it ourselves. Got it in, no leaks. So there you go. Drain repaired. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.